Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. That didn't quite work out the way it was supposed to. Anyway, it is Saturday, 14 September. And what a day. The day started out pretty good. The sunrise here was non-existent pretty much. I mean, there was a sunrise. It's shining right now, as a matter of fact. But it was cloudy, foggy and stuff, but the fog finally cleared up, and now it's just cloudy. So, but anyway, and Dennis had a great live stream singing to us. I'm waiting for people to pop in. Hey, place it here. Good morning, Ken. How are you doing? USA Drone Flyer. Captain Joe America. Good morning, my brother. Copper State Aerial. Good morning, Michael. Mela. Good morning. So anyway, I have some news on a personal note. I have just purchased a Bamboo Labs P1S, so I will be doing some color 3D printing now. I'm looking forward to that, and it's of course it's going to be here sometime, hopefully this week, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll be lurking at. Oh, okay. Was that 739 pictures you took last night? Oh my goodness, Joe. That is just crazy. Flying Flynn Media, good morning, my brother. So anyway, while I'm waiting for people to pop in, congratulations, Rodney. Thank you, Mela. Wow. 739. That's a lot of pictures to be working through. Tai, you're crazy. You're silly. You're a silly cat, Tai. But anyway, I know Dominic's not going to be here this morning. He had to go to bed. It's late at night over there now, and he doesn't stay up quite as late as Peter Carroll does. I imagine Peter will be popping in here shortly. Hopefully Dennis will be in shortly. And Philip said to tell you all hi. He had to go to work this morning in the rain, so he's not going to be able to join us. Jody, Frank Rizzo, good morning. Tej, good morning. So I'll be right back. I'm going to show you something. I printed me a dragon. Well, this is actually for my wife. She likes this color better. Hey, Peter. Good evening.
Good morning, Rodney.
See my friend? This is
very nice.
Yeah, this is Puff.
Okay. Dennis was just singing about him.
Sleep.
Very good.
So, how you doing, man?
Yeah, pretty good. Had a pretty uneventful week. Not much happening.
Yeah, I haven't been flying in 2 weeks.
Wow, that's unlike you. You're normally up there all the time.
Yeah, I guess I just need to take a little break.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, for almost, it'll be almost 3 years come October.
Okay.
I've been flying pretty much almost every day.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of printing and stuff too, or trying different prints with this printer. I got an Ender 3D or an Ender 3 Pro that I had bought from Brad Alston.
That's right. Yeah.
Trying to get to work, and I finally got it working. I think. Actually,
very good.
Another little dragon with it.
Okay.
So, hey, Mike.
Morning,
Mike.
I had to turn the volume off on my YouTube.
Yeah, I pretty much have to do that too.
Yeah.
I keep YouTube up even while I'm streaming so I can,
Yeah, that's what I do. I keep it
Yeah.
up so I can see the chat.
Yeah.
I've tried to sign in on the chat for this yard thing here,
StreamYard?
StreamYard, and it keeps wanting me to sign in with some other kind of login stuff, and because they have the comments and the chat on the side, but
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
figure out how to do that.
that's it. If you want to comment in the chat there, like Rodney can comment in there, but no one else can.
Yeah.
Or, unless apparently, as you're saying, there is some way to sign in to do it, but I've never tried it.
Well, I'm sorry, Peter.
I was going to say I just pop out the chat off the YouTube
Yeah,
screen,
'cause
and
it actually shows up on the StreamYard. If you put something in the chat on YouTube, it shows up in StreamYard.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because you're...
So I'm typing right now, and it'll show up in my comments, but it's going to come on.
Yeah, I just tried to sign in. It said to use my YouTube account, but it says, "Oops, there's a problem. We can't connect to your YouTube channel."
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, whatever. I
Yeah,
just
fair
go
enough,
the way we do it, the old school way.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Rodney, you're on the paid plan, aren't you, for StreamYard?
Yeah.
Have you had anything from them about pricing changes recently?
No.
Because apparently they are changing their pricing structure fairly soon.
Yeah, it seems to be like a yearly thing now.
Yeah.
But
Since
I'm sorry.
no, I was just going to say, since this Newmont bought them out, they're changing a lot of things.
Since what bottom out?
There's a new company bought them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just the last few months.
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
hadn't heard about that.
Yeah.
I foresee
so it
changes in the free version.
Yeah, so it was run by those two guys who were pretty good, but they've sold out now, so they're no longer involved.
Well, hey, let me say hi to some people in the chat here. Let's go back up to the top. We got AZ Drone Dude. We got Ken Hoffbauer. Place it here. USA Drone Flyer. He's probably lurking at the moment. Copper State Aerial. Mela. We got John Flying Flynn Media. Good morning. Frank Rizzo. Joe Fotolil's in the house. Good morning. Uh-oh. Here's my surprise guest. Hey, Bob Casey.
Hey.
Brother Bob Casey.
Hi, Bob.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
So how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm using a new camera system here I never used. So, and the other thing too, I'm Bluetoothing through my computer.
Okay.
Oh.
The internet I have is called Viasat. It's not all that good, but my oldest son bought me a Starlink, and that's my first project this morning. Is get out there and try to find, how you go find your location,
Yeah.
the spot to put your. I got to do that this morning, and then a day of mowing, of course. And the leaves are falling here. I guess that drought probably dropped a lot of the leaves. It got really dry for a month. But we're going through that right now. Still got to mow the grass, though.
Absolutely.
Too much grass for me to mow, I'm telling you. I'm getting too old. I'm downsized, man.
Hey, Mark Fisher's in the house. TJ, you go to FPV's in the house. Crystal Justice, good morning.
Hey,
Hey,
you see that?
I see
You
that.
see what's on there? You see what I put on there?
RR3.
Roderick. That's what I named my
Roderick?
Roderick. I thought 2 hours and a 3. Roderick. That's perfect.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah. Rick gave you the Avata, and I gave you the controller. And I understand you've been using it.
I have.
Cool.
I have. But more so,
Bob has become one of us.
He has.
One of us. One of us.
more so the motion controller though, because I didn't realize how much fun it really was.
Oh yeah.
It's just rejuvenating. I'm fine. I mean, next thing I know, I'm starting to feel a whole different way. This has been out for a couple of years, and I'm just now getting to it. And I'm thinking that's usually me, late blooming, you know.
Well,
But
I'm
right there with you, Bob.
I was the same way when I started, Bob.
It's fun. I'll tell you, I enjoy it. I really do. Because I'm seeing what my limitations are now. It's got deep. I'm sitting there, now I'm doing this stuff too quick. And I said, yeah, it's only a matter of time before I crash.
Well, I always say, you know, that or other people have always told me, if you ain't crashing, you ain't flying. So,
yeah,
that's right. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you also got a 3D printer, I understand.
Not me.
Oh, it wasn't you?
Mm.
You didn't get
Nope,
a
I don't think I'm
softball?
never going to get that. I got too many other things to do here than to worry about a printer running.
Well, who was it that got a Sovo printer? I thought that was you.
Another Bob from someplace else.
I guess so.
I thought about it at one time, but it was like, the wife was like, well, what are you going to use it for? And I said, well, I need to print a couple of things out. Okay, that's done. Now what? I'm sure I can find other things to do. But
I mean, once you get into it, I can see the enthusiasm about it. Once you see what it's doing, it's like the dragon that Rodney did. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get into that stuff, but you know, I make things on a different scale when
You're right.
I'm doing inside printing. It's out there in my shop.
Wow. So, I don't know why I thought it was you. I could have swore it was you that. I know. Brad got one that he's been trying out.
Well, Brad's been printing for a while, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he
yeah. Brad's good at that.
And I don't know if you heard, but I also bought a new printer. I got a P1S, so now I'll be doing multicolor printing.
Multicolor, Rodney the Ripper.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey,
Hey, Dennis.
hey, everybody.
Good morning.
Rainbow Rodney.
So, but yeah,
Good morning, brother, love lady.
How you, Brother Bob? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
You singing drone are you?
What?
hey, Chris Jackson. Good morning, Jackson. Or not Jackson's Gaming. He said I may be thinking of Mars, and maybe I am thinking of Mars. But
Well, the last time I saw Rodney, the last time I saw Warren in my chest, by the way, was 11:52 a.m., which is later than I would expect. September the 1st. He said there was nothing after that.
you broke up there, Dennis.
Oh, the last thing I saw from Warren was on September the 1st at 11:52 a.m., which that sounds late to me. But anyway, he said hello to Bent Rail Productions, and there's been nothing on my channel from him since then, September 1st.
Yeah, I haven't.
About right, 2 weeks. I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks or seen him in a couple weeks. So
Yeah, neither have I.
I hope he's okay. He's missed. Right here proves it.
Yeah,
You know?
I miss him. I miss him. The last thing he requested was Eleanor Rigby.
Johnny Dronefly, good morning.
Morning, Johnny.
Morning, Johnny.
Morning, Mark. EM
Ooh,
Drone.
that's hot. It's hot because that.
Because of that cup.
That's it.
Yep.
So, Bob, what were you trying to say to me?
Just saying the singing droner. That's it.
Singing droner. Okay. I couldn't make it out. Anyway.
The singing droner. I remember you coming back from a trip. You were live with Brad, and I was watching you, and you were saying somebody else tagged you with the singing droner. I know who tagged you with the singing droner. I did.
I probably
And
said
it
that it
was-
was. I probably said it was Rick Halber who did that, but I
You
know
did.
now that
You did.
you're right.
I said, no, it wasn't Rick Albert.
Okay, I'm sorry, Brother Bob.
Oh, we're good. I'm just, I was just remember that I tagged you on that, and I just hadn't forgot it, And it's hard to believe how many years has passed. Oh my
I know.
It's hard to
gosh!
believe. It's hard to believe.
I mean, I jumped into community, and when I jumped in, it was fairly young.
Yes. Yes.
Sunday sunrises just started, or hadn't started. No, they hadn't started. They hadn't started yet, and then they started getting together with Philly Drone Life, I think it was, and Drone Bum. Am I right, Rodney?
Yeah, it's Drone Bum. In fact, I think it was Drone Bum, Dennis, and Philly Drone Life. Michael, you and Michael were visiting Paul up in New York, and that's when it really started.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But actually, the real start of it was Drone Bum by himself. He would take a walk every Sunday morning at about sunrise, and he would share. Basically, he pretty much all the time he walked to a pond that was a lake that was nearby his house, and he'd do that every Sunday, rain or shine. And sometimes the drone was involved, but sometimes it was not. And he did that for about 3 months before the time that Philly and I ganged up on him in Jones Beach on November 2018, November 4th or 5th, 2018.
Yeah. Well, I remember when Paul used to take those walks and
Yeah.
he was there by the pond. So
Yeah, so it's all Drone Bum's fault. It's always been Drone Bum's fault.
Paulie.
That's the reason the whole world gets up early now, because of Drone Bum.
and Paul's not here to defend himself. Boy, how mean is that?
He may be lurking. I hope he is. I hope he is.
Or
That's the only reason I get up early on a Saturday.
the other extreme is to sit up very late at night for us. That's
St.
the other
Peter's
extreme.
got us all.
Yeah, that's the other extreme.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ben T, good morning.
Okay. I should say that's the reason the whole world is disrupted. There you go.
That's
Because of Drone Bum.
Gene, Green Mountain Droning, good morning. So, but yeah.
So you just going to start printing some crazy color stuff now? Is that what it is? Or do you have something you want to actually, an idea in your brain or something?
Well, no, it's just, Brad Austin does a lot of stuff that, he makes a lot of stuff for like the meetups and stuff. And that just piqued my interest because, one thing is one of the first things I do want to print is a color lithophane.
I have no idea what that is.
A lithophane is it's a picture that's printed out and
is it real thin and you put a light behind it?
Yeah. I got one
Okay.
back here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but can you see
Okay,
that?
I can see the light. I don't see the picture
Yeah.
though.
Oops. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's the light.
Oh, I can see
The light
it.
in
Yeah.
the middle has died, it looks like. But that's my wife and me. Anyway, that's the idea behind a lithophane.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just
Kind of like a 3D then.
Yeah, kind of.
yes.
See, now that's
And actually,
that's me, Drone Bum, and Chris Hope. And I can't turn the light on because it's not plugged into the power, but
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
yeah.
so. And
So
I
there's
actually,
no color.
These
Huh?
You put a light, no color to it, is there? It's just a black and white
No, there's
shot.
no.
Yeah.
It's a white light. It's a white
Yeah.
light. But what Rodney's talking about, they now have the technology. They use red, yellow, blue, basically magenta, cyan, and
Like a printer.
Yellow.
and white. Yeah, magenta,
white.
cyan, and white, and some black. And
There's my light.
they lay those down the same as an inkjet printer lays down its colors, right? And it actually, you can come up with you can actually print a color lithophane now. But I tell you what, Rodney, that's going to take you a long time, and there's going to be a significant amount of waste with that.
Oh, I'm sure there will be. So,
Yeah, it'll take days to print that thing, but it'll be worth it once the final product is
Now,
done.
Like I said, I thought about getting one of those things, but then when I was reading a lot of stories or a lot of comments on them, they're all, you got to have it exactly straight, and anytime you bump it, it might put it off the level, and then it's not going to print right. And people were having a lot of problems with it. It might have been the one I was looking at, but
Well,
you know,
I've not seen a. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead, Dennis.
I've not seen a 3D printer that is impacted by somebody bumping into it ever.
Really?
No. Yeah, there you go. There's a color lithophane.
Oh,
That's cool.
Yeah. No, I've not seen one. They're you'd have to hit it pretty hard to impact it.
So once you get it all
with
level,
a
it's-
hammer, or
oh,
something.
okay. So once you get it level, the base level, you should be good, and it shouldn't be any other issues then, unless it gets the base gets off level.
Right. Now, I'm not trying to say that they're perfect or anything like
Oh,
that.
I know.
They can actually skip on their own without anybody bumping into them, which is, even more frustrating than, I guess, the former,
Yeah.
right? Because all you have to do to stop the one is not bump into it, right?
Right.
But there's nothing you can do to stop the other one. But that's a pretty rare thing that it actually
Oh, wow.
missteps like that. So yeah, some really nice stuff can be done with those.
That's
But
amazing.
To print that right there, assuming that it's about the same size as this, you're probably looking at 3 days to print that,
wow.
and a lot of waste. Because
That's amazing.
every layer, what it has to do is put down all 4 colors, and there's a little tower. They call it the dump tower, the fill tower. I can't recall what it's called, but basically that tower has to be built with each color. And the reason for that is that each color needs to be ready to print at all given times, right? You may not need yellow for several layers, but then pretty soon yellow comes up. If it's not warm already, then you're not going to be able to print that. And it
Right.
causes problems. But anyway, because of that, this tower is always takes a long time to build, and also and this is the biggest thing, if you're printing yellow, let's say, and you're going to switch to blue, it has to purge all of that yellow out and then purge in some of the blue, to make sure that enough of it's gone that you're printing pure blue, right? And then it can start, and that's all waste.
So
yeah.
when it'll stop printing that little bit, go off to the side and purge all that stuff out, and then come back and start over.
It does
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
And you
call
have a giant bowl of puke on the one side, and the thing
They
that's
call it
starting to
poop, but yes.
poop.
They call it
That was
poop.
close.
In
That was
fact,
close.
actually, one of the first things I'm gonna print when I get the P1S is what they call the poop chute.
I was just gonna say. a poop
I
bucket.
designed one. Rodney. I'll send you that design. I kind of
Okay.
like mine. It's big and it was easy to print, and it has magnets in it to hold it to the printer and so on.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
Yeah.
That was strange right there, Rodney. Rodney's excited about printing the poop chute.
It did sound bad, I know.
Well,
Oh
You know,
my goodness!
if you
Yeah, if
don't,
somebody
if you
just
don't have a
came in on
place to
that
put that, Rodney,
and said,
it is
"What
an
in the
exciting thing
world
when
are
you
they
get one.
talking?"
What was that,
I
Dennis?
just can't wait to print a poop shoot.
I said, if you don't have a place to put
Oh,
your poop, it's pretty exciting when you get one.
oh, man. Oh, okay, Rob. Now we're going too far, Dennis. We went
Yeah,
to another realm.
when Rodney said that, weird images popped into my brain.
Well, when I first started hearing that too, and then that when I realized what they were talking about, I said, okay, well that makes sense. I mean, how do we get rid of our waste?
Yep. Oh man.
So, but anyway, this lithophane, by the way, this picture was taken in 2019 at the very first spin up I went to, which was actually the second spin up, because the first one was in 2018.
So
This year?
this is a poop shoot. This is the one I designed. Those are the two
Oh,
magnets I
okay.
was talking about.
Oh, okay.
And yeah. And so if you can imagine one of these
Molly.
For each color, for each layer. This is a switch from white to black, or from black to, this is a switch from white to black. So one of these for each color, for each layer.
And that's all waste,
And
like you
there's
said.
where your time goes. If you randomly watch the printer, you will only see it doing this.
You gotta print some eyes to put on there that are like right on that little section right there.
Yeah, you could put them right here. No problem.
Yeah.
Or maybe a face with a grimace.
There you go. Little tiny toilet paper roll next to it.
But yeah, this is it's kind of hard to get the angle right. There you go. What's wrong with me? I'm completely uncoordinated today. There you go. So that's just a little bit of what I've had since I last emptied this. I've not been printing a lot recently.
So Dennis, answer this question for me.
Yeah.
What do you do with it once you get accumulated a bunch of that? What do you do? Do you just throw it away, or do you send
pitch it?
Huh?
I pitch it.
Oh, do you?
There is I looked into the possibility of recycling it, and there are companies that actually make devices that's their intent, right? And they end up making a new spool of this stuff. And the problem is that those machines to do that are very, very expensive. Or if you don't spend a lot of money, I mean a whole lot of money, then your product is not going to be very good. So it's not a cost saver at this point.
It'd be cost prohibitive.
Yeah, I think the time is coming when it will be a cost saver. That if anybody's paying attention and developing that, they'll get those costs down. And
if they could do that on the machine, so it redoes it back into your machine, so you're reusing your own stuff right there.
That would be ideal. Like if you're purging white, it goes back onto the white spool somehow. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
Unlimited vertical. That's funny.
So we got the chats going. There's a poop.
Oh, there you go.
There are lots of poop buckets and poop chutes and poop toilets and yeah. I personally don't like the name, but I have adopted it because why fight it, right?
Well,
I guess they could have chosen worse names. So.
Hey, everybody in the chat, in case you forgot, hit them thumbs up for Brother Bell.
Oh, thank you.
Ring his bell. ring his bell for you.
Ring my bell.
Ring the bell.
So,
Well, that's a first, Rodney. We've talked about poop at length here.
I know it. Well, what has happened to this channel? We're going down a path we shouldn't be going down, I guess. But it's fun. It's fun. I mean, look at all the laughing we just did the last 5 minutes talking about
That's
poop
right.
Right.
We're children. We are children.
I was just going to say, we're a bunch of guys.
Same thing.
Unlimited Vertical goes, how many spelling errors can I make in a single chat?
Depends on if you got fat fingers like me sometimes.
Yeah, I was telling my boss at work that now when I'm typing, I must have developed dyslexia since I've had my eyes fixed, because now I'm finding words with letters switched.
There you go.
So now I'm beginning to wonder if having my cataracts removed was really a good thing.
Oh, I think that was a good thing, dude.
Well, it was. Yeah. Believe me, there's no doubt in my mind that was the best thing that I've ever done.
Yep.
Guys with printers and drones.
So Unlimited Vertical says you can melt it into silicone mounds. Yes, Peter.
Just going to say, I enjoyed your chat with Gary from Brad Aerials. I watched that this morning, actually.
Oh,
very
cool.
Enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah,
very good.
Gary's very good at coming up with interesting questions.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on a bit. It was on a bit early for me to watch it live, but I caught the replay, so that was good.
Oh, good. Thanks for watching that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I guess the cataract thing is is that a hereditary thing? I mean, it doesn't run in my family, but I've seen people have it.
It's an age thing.
It's
hereditary. I mean, what's the first symptoms of it, Rodney? What do you feel what do you go through when you first see a cataract? Just blurred vision? Or
yeah.
Cloudy?
It just cloudy vision.
If you look at the moon and you always see a ring around the moon, Bob.
Halos,
you're looking through cataracts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now my wife,
she had for me.
My wife had LASIK surgery done when that stuff was in its infancy. I mean, and they gave her a shirt that said she was mapped, flapped, and zapped. I literally was in a room. I was standing there through a window, and I'm looking at a big monitor, and I'm looking at her, and I'm watching them work on her eye. I can see it. And then I'm looking at the eyeball at the monitor. And as I'm sitting there watching this, I watched him open her eye, put a device that went around her pupil of her eye, and then it went zzz, and he said he flipped it over, and then he put the laser to it, which I thought, oh, let's see this laser. I'm ready to. It just blew. All I seen was smoke roll from her eye. I went, holy mackerel, man, what in the world's going on here? Well, they told her to stay patched up for 6 hours. We went to get this done. Now, here we are, I guess 3.5, 4 hours later, she decided to take those things off. We wanted to go get something to eat. So she took them off. I said, you taking them off a little early? She said, oh, I can see a lot better. I said, tell me the farthest sign that you can see going down the road here, because it was kind of a big strip of going through there. And she says, Little Joe's Smokehouse. So I'm sitting here looking, you made that up. You just made that up. No, right down the road, Little Joe's. I said, right down the road. I'm sitting here still looking. I said, holy crap, baby, got X-ray vision now. She could see. Oh my gosh, it was just. And here I am still driving down the road, and all of a sudden, there it is, Little Joe's Smokehouse. I said, you seen that 2 miles ago? Not 2 miles, but that's what I said to her. I said, you seen that way before I did. So it works. I mean, that laser surgery works. I've been thinking about doing it. I got a right weak eye. I've been thinking about doing it, but man, the Avada and the diopters on the goggles. Holy crap, when I put them suckers on, I dialed it. I started playing with it when I got home, Rodney, and I dialed that sucker in. Now, man, I can't keep batteries charged enough. I'm not going to be able to fly today. I got so much to do, but I guarantee you tonight, when I wind down, that's what I do, man. I'll get out there and buzz around. I enjoy it, man. I love it. I got to fly just about every day. And I fly.
I wish I could do that here.
Roderick. Get old Roderick out. That Air 3, my Air 2S is collecting dust. And if I got this Neo, if I was to get it, it would collect dust. Not a doubt in my mind. It would be a fun, it's like a novelty. I'm not a vlogger, so I can see where people would use that if they're vlogging and they're out and about and doing a little follow me session with it. I can see that.
That's perfect.
But
perfect for that kind of thing. Yes, absolutely.
Other than that, I would never have no use for it, so I'm not going to get it. But if that
I agree
3S
with you on that, Bob.
I'm going to get that Air 3S because the Air 3 was a hit for me. But the Air 2, why would I go from 40 minutes of flight time? Well, they say 46 minutes or something like that. Why would I go to that down to the Air 3S and only get 20 minutes of flight time? You know,
because
when you
fly
use smaller batteries, you have to have multiple batteries because you want to slap them in quick and get back up. But with the Air 3 or the Mavic 3 like you got, Dennis, you just put that sucker up and you can pretty much get your shots within a couple batteries, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I don't do this for fame or fortune or anything like that. I do it because I enjoy it. And meeting guys like
fame and fortune, we need to choose different careers fast.
The first time that I met Rodney was in 2019. We was at Spin Up in Texas, and I just happened to be sitting there filming everybody, and I turned and Rodney was boom. He was right. He was up in the grill of this camera. I said, "Got you, Rodney." And from that point on, me and Rodney hit it off.
Yeah.
And every time he gets in front of a camera, it's like deja vu for me, you know. I remember the first time I seen his butt, you know.
Yeah, I remember meeting you too because you'd come in with Mel, or I guess Mel had rolled with you, and you guys come walking up. Yeah, that was a good day, a good time.
That was the time that had astronaut and had the
Jordan,
that he developed.
Boy, that didn't last long, did it?
No, it didn't.
That did not last long.
I guess thinking it was coming from astronaut.
What was it that didn't last long?
The controller that the astronauts made for the other drones.
Oh
yeah.
But he was ahead of the game, though. He pioneered some stuff, and look now at the motion controllers, what you can do with them. I would have never thought.
DJI saw that and was like, "Hey, we can make that better," and they did.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Trouble's about to come in.
Uh-oh.
In fact, I'm wondering if I should even let him in.
No.
I wouldn't.
I don't know who he's talking about, so I'm gonna.
I bet it's somebody from way down south.
No. Well, he is down south, but not that far south. Not as far south as you're thinking.
Okay.
This guy's from Florida.
Give me Johnny. Nope.
Alex.
Is this a drone show or a 3D printing show?
3D printing show.
3D printing show. You're in the wrong show there.
I know a lot about it.
It's the poop show.
We've been talking about drones the last 5 minutes.
Koshat has the chat show, and this is the poop show.
Okay. Let me work on that.
Bob, have you met Alex before?
Yeah, I met him in Florida.
Yeah.
Think of it,
In the lobby.
year that and you was giving your editing. You give that presentation there.
Oh, yeah.
I've got
I was
my
basically
video
reading off
going
bullet
around.
points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, Peter, Dennis, what's happening? Rodney,
Morning, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
I saw the title.
Alex,
I was
I've
like,
been meaning-
what happened?
I've been meaning to ask you, Alex, what's the deal with your dad? Was he a Boilermaker?
My dad? Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
Boilermaker in Chicago. He
Local
was
one?
a union. You were a welder.
That's where my
or-
dad was out of Local 1. Then he came to 40. Local 40.
Yeah, he was out of Chicago. He was out of
that's where-
Chicago. Yeah. And
So that's where
they
you're
said-
from.
Yeah, I was born there. Yeah.
Me too. Me too, brother. Me too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he was out of Chicago and they sent him to like all these nuclear plants and all that stuff. During his retirement age, he suffered from all sorts of lung issues because asbestos and, he worked nuclear plants. I mean,
Ash,
it was
arsenic,
risky.
you breathe all kinds of crap.
Yep. I remember he had to get up at like 3:00 in the morning and drive to Indiana and work in those areas and South Chicago, et cetera, et cetera. But
It's a good living, though.
yeah.
I mean,
It was a good living. Long days for him, though. I mean, he was out 14 hours, getting home late, tired as all hell. I remember that.
Yeah,
And
for almost 30 years. Yeah, I know.
yeah, he was a good
I've
pop.
come home wet to my knees. I've come home wet to my knees in my bed. My wife said, "What in the world?" I said, "It was hot inside that boiler tonight, man." I mean, when you got guys on every side of you fired up, they're welding, tube welding, they're welding their tubes up. I'm sitting there with my buddy, we're buzzing our tubes up, and the heat if you ain't got air on you, you're going to suffer.
Oh, yeah.
You're actually
My dad
inside
told me,
the
yeah, my dad told me, he said, work conditions are what you make them, son. He was exactly right. If you can't take the time to set up your area where you're working to make it comfortable for yourself, you ain't much of a craftsman. You're just getting by. That's all. And it's just like Dono did the other night. It's just good enough. I'm not about just good enough. I want to get it done right. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. I went through 3 units that this boiler that's going down now. These three units. TVA Paradise Steam Plant. I did a video. I put my drone up here from the house. It's 15 miles away, and I watched stacks just go. One of them, though, stayed up. They had 4 stacks to drop, and the tallest one was a 600-foot stack. I've been up top of it. I've been up the top of the new one. I haven't been up the top of the other 2, units 1 and 2. But the latest stack was only about 20 years old. It didn't drop. It dropped 20 foot and stopped. So they cleaned it. I went there the day before, got a bunch of stuff at the plant and the powerhouse, the stacks and all that the day before. The next night they're supposed to let go. I didn't have official time until my son finally said 7:09, it's going down. So I had the drone up and I got it from here, going down from here from the house. It's a pretty good shot, but it's a long distance shot. It's using the Air 3 on the 70 millimeter camera. 3 times zoom, full blown all the way out to 9 to get it. But I got it. And then I got to see close-up shots where the pyro company did their own little countdown, and boom. Well, they didn't expect this to happen. It's like that plant is called the Paradise Steam Plant. Well, right now it's the Leaning Tower of Paradise. It's stuck. They dogged that whole job off, stopped everybody, stopped the machinery, because when they dropped the 3 cooling towers, they had it cleaned up in 3 days. That's how quick they were on this concrete to hit the ground.
Wow.
These right here, they would have already had it cleaned up, but they stopped everybody, told nobody to go in. It's completely abandoned. And there the stack sits like that. It's a slightly off skew, and it's dropped 20 foot. And they said what was holding it was conduit. The lights, it's got to go off, and the conduits for elevators and everything else that's going up. That's what's holding it up, is what they said. That's the word I got.
So somebody got him in it then. You didn't cut the conduit when you were supposed to.
Well, they thought you have a 20-foot access door where you put – everybody thinks that when they look at a powerhouse or look at a stack, that it's just concrete going up. They don't know that inside is a steel liner that boilermakers do. We put that liner all the way up inside those stacks all the way to the top. You know,
Well-
you can't just push out those emissions with just using regular concrete. You got to have a liner, and every stack
Bob,
has a liner.
Doesn't all that concrete have rebar in it too?
Yeah, yeah.
So that whole
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is reinforced, plus the stuff on the inside. If you don't cut all that stuff, I know they set the charges, it blows everything and it makes all the rebar break or whatever. But if you don't cut all that stuff inside the thing and make sure it's all done right, then like you said, it's going to go and sit there.
Well, it was cut, but it dropped and stuck right there. The rest of it, where the conduit was still running, wasn't cut. I mean, it just it's what held it. So what they do is they shut it all down, and I'm sure what they're doing, the pyro company is looking to see what they have to do here. They're probably going to have to go back in and rewrap it, and that's dangerous. You're 300, you got 400-foot stack. You got to get up close to it and put those charges back on. I don't think I'd want to attempt that. I don't think I'd want to get close to that. I would assume
it's already damaged.
Back away, get something to hammer it, or get you a swinging wrecking ball or something and start taking it down, because they've already started taking the steel down on the units. So it's all scrap right now.
That thing just sitting there like that, you don't know, it might be just perched just right where it's just sitting there, and one little touch or wind and over she goes.
Yeah, like I've seen a twig hold a tree from falling, right? Just a little twig.
Yeah.
A little bitty twig can hold a tree from falling.
Yeah.
And it only takes just
I'll be right back,
that little
guys.
twig and down she goes.
Yeah, those twigs can be nasty. I had a crash yesterday. That's what I'm saying. I was telling Rodney the story. I went to fly the Avata 2 yesterday and it was hitting the treetops, and there was this one twig. And it took my Avata down about 30 feet and lost my ND filter. But anyway, I haven't seen the footage yet.
I know it probably wouldn't help in that case, but does the Avata have any obstacle avoidance built into it?
No. I think it has like a rear sensor, because it does back up. I have yet to back that thing up.
Oh, look.
There's the stacks. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they should be going down. I thought I got queued it up right before that.
Is that by chance on YouTube, Bob?
No, I haven't put it on yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to. My son was on my butt about it yesterday. I'm going to try to get this queued up where you can see it. There it is right there.
Hey, I want to welcome Rob Moeller in the house. He's in the chat.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Well, that sun's come out, and now it's being a nuisance.
Yeah, I saw it was kind of dividing your head in two.
Like that?
Like that. I thought maybe you were doing a repair job on your cataract since you'd just been talking about it, but
I need to get something to put over.
trying to fix that dyslexia.
Yeah.
It's ready to come down.
I thought, what in the world's going on with my phone here? There you go. There you go. The tall one's going.
Very good.
It was a slow go, too. It was really slow when it was going down. And then they dropped the other. See, and now they blow the other one, which is the big fat stack, which is the newest one. They blew it. And it just stood there. So they went ahead and blew the other two, and they went down. But they realized they had a problem. And they had a big bunch of onlookers on, big shots, wanting to see how this was going. Because those units, if you see there's buildings back behind it, those buildings, they're 250 foot tall. They're 13 stories high, those boilers are. There goes the units 1 and 2. And I've worked at that place off and on for 30 years. And and since I've been flying drones, that's been part of my skyline, and it's going to be gone.
Oh, wow.
And knowing that there's been generations that's worked there. My dad was the blacksmith inside that plant. I went through the apprenticeship, and then my sons went through the apprenticeship. They give you, when you go through the Boilermaker's apprenticeship, it's equivalent to an associate's degree. You know, it's equivalent to a couple of years of college. It's pretty thorough. You know, you have to go through blueprints. You have to be able to read them. You have to be able to look at schematics, all that, all that stuff. And
you become a master welder.
My forte was TIG welding, heliarcing. We call it heliarc. And seal them tubes up. You put a first pass in with heliarc, then you stick it out. And, you know, when you go inside a firebox, inside a boiler, when you go inside it, the walls are tubes all the way around. And it's straight up, 250 feet, straight up. And then the cyclones, they generate that fire. It's coal dust and diesel fuel. Boom, it's pushed out, and the heat goes up. And then when it goes up, it hits a steam drum. It generates pressure. And then, bye-bye. And then when it goes from there, goes the turbines, pushes power, you know. The boilers, man, are fascinating. I'm telling you. Dirty work, but it's fascinating. And you have to have a skill to do that. You can't just get any numbskull coming off the street and think he's going to come in and start being successful at it. Success in the skilled crafts are something that's made, not given. You got to come in and work it. You got to see what you can do, what you're capable of. And I was on this job welding with this guy, Alex. He was narcoleptic. His nickname was Sleepy. And all I can see is when we're welding these tubes up is a little bit of membrane, you know, where you take a wafer blade and you cut that membrane out, and then you make your weld up. I said, Sleepy, we're going to take 6 tubes at a time. You good with that? And he said, yeah. So I would wedge them, get the ID right, and the OD right. I would always push my heliarc in far enough so he could take off and catch it. So I would do 3, then I'd come over here and get 3 over here, then I'd come back and start 6 more. We went through 3 units. We did 850-something welds and never had a bad shot. Every one of them were X-rayed. Everything that was welded was fully X-rayed. Never had a bad shot. And one day I was looking at him, and that narcolepsy was kicking in. He's going down. I could see his hood dropping with him. And I had filler wire in a little tube, and I shook it out, and I took a 1/8 piece of filler wire, and I stuck it through that membrane, and I went, pow! I smacked that hood up. I said, wake that ass up there. We got tubes to weld here. He got cussed me. Oh, my goodness. He hung laughing because I'm on the other side of the wall. He can't get to me. It was hilarious, man. And from that point on, man, he was Johnny on. Man, he was getting it. I couldn't ask for a better welding partner than to have that guy. Anyway, enough of that. Enough welding.
Okay, Grumpy.
Okay.
You were sleepy. You were grumpy.
So now we've talked about drones, we've talked about poop chutes, and we've talked about boiler welders.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change the name to Saturday morning welding with Rodney and friends.
Better than poop shoots.
That's right.
Well, now just think people that are just coming in now, they're hearing him saying we talked about poop shoots, and they have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, that's the beauty of it. They have no idea what we were really talking about. That's why it's so funny.
If you want to know more about poop shoots, go back and watch the replay.
Rewind.
Watch from the beginning.
Yeah, they're not sure they want to do that, however, you know. So.
Oh my goodness.
We even have examples.
That's right.
We do. Here's some right here. There you go.
You know, Rodney, that's what's amazing about this drone community. We come from all walks of life. We're all we all enjoy this drone hobby that we have. And the meetups has made it that much sweeter. Meeting the guys that you've seen their videos, getting to talk with. I get to where I look forward to these meetups because I get to reminisce. I haven't seen you for a year, so I get to see Rodney again. We talk every now and then, but it's nice to see. You know, like it was good to see Chris Hope, Brother Hope. Man, look here. I talk to him all the time. Me and Chris and Joe Fodolio, we stay in contact. I hear from them 2 or 3 times, 4 times a week. You know, and it's amazing the friendships that developed out of this.
Oh yeah,
It's friends for life. These are friends for life. There's something you can't take away. I mean, I ain't gonna let nobody take it away. I mean, I like to stand my ground if I believe in something, and this is something I believe in. I really enjoy this hobby. I enjoy this hobby. By the way, I wanted to ask Pete. Pete, are you still flying your drone any at all?
No.
Did you sell it?
No, I've still got them.
Oh, okay, good.
I got my original Maverick 1 Platinum that I got back in 2019. Still got that.
Oh my goodness.
That's sitting back on the floor, back in the corner there in its case. Hadn't been touched since 2019, and I've got the little tello that I fly around in the house every now and then. That's about it.
Hey, start
find some air, man. Get some air. Get up there and look around.
You still fly the tello then, Peter?
Oh yeah, every now and then, maybe once or twice a year. I might charge up the batteries and just fly around the house a bit. That's something to do.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get wooed into 3D printing.
Updates, huh?
Oh, I doubt it. I can't see that happening. No.
I'm gonna tell you
I have
something
enough trouble with 2D printing.
Yeah, DJ Ice forgot never made that.
Here
Nice.
Rejuvenated me. I was kind of slowing down. I wasn't flying as much, and now I can't wait to get this sucker in the air. I've been flying closer with things with this drone than I did with the POS. I mean, that was my first taste of FPV when it first came out. And I don't, I guess because I know it's like glass, I don't get close to things, just don't. This one, I'm going treetop tall and going in and weaving around them. And I said, holy mackerel, man, this is awesome. I'm having a blast.
You're flying that with sticks, Bob? Yep. Okay.
And the most, you can have them all binded up. You don't have to rebind. That's what I found out. You don't have to rebind.
Yeah.
20 road nice. What's up, Rob? Bob.
So Curtis Stark posted a link to a video, and I'm going to show a portion of it because he says this is Dennis's competition.
Oh boy!
So I'm gonna share a portion of it. It's it's almost 4 minutes long, so I'll just play it for a little bit, and we'll see if he even compares to Dennis. So here we go.
Gird your loins, gentlemen.
hours on the road, we're headed out. Traffic's thick in Seattle, there's no doubt. Car horns honking, folks on the go, but we're all in this together, ready to show. We're at the company picnic, let the fun begin. Laughing, playing, soaking in the summer wind. Forget about the deadlines can wait. Today we're living it up. Be great. Gonna be great. Get T-shirts right at the gate. Meeting up with office warriors, feeling great.
I don't know. I may let that play all the way through. That's kind of a good tune.
Yep, I concede.
I wonder if that was an AI.
What?
I wonder if they made that up with AI and then sang it. The
I
words.
don't know.
I don't
You can
know.
do
Let it
that.
rip, Rodney. Let it rip, Rodney. Let's go.
Let her go.
All righty.
Can't give
Now
me a taste and not satisfy me. Come on with it.
Friendly cheers. This is the day we've been waiting for all year.
Oh, Curtis is playing guitar.
Brotherhood races, slicing angels, happy faces.
Duck race.
Little cards thrown in through the ocean we roam. Washington State corn maze, feeling right at home. We're at the company picnic, let the fun begin. Life is playing so good.
Oh, it's that oxygen bottle. Look at that. Look at there. Now, you feel
Oh
me?
my
That's
God.
tough.
Rolling them.
It's gonna be great.
It's quicker a lot of times than putting them on a cart and carrying them around. That's for sure. He's carrying them. No, he's rolling them.
I'm Curtis, by the way. Hey, Mark, so how do you do that? I have no clue. It must be the beer.
They'll give in the longest pep talk ever heard. We're all trying to listen.
That's
catch
cool,
every
Curtis.
word.
You wrote that. That's cool.
That is
Yeah.
The group photo's a challenge, getting everyone in place. But we're all in this together, every single face. Wagon rides, bubbling up races, slicing angels, happy faces. Pedal cars zoom in through the orchard we roam. Washington State corn maze, feeling right at home. We're at the company picnic, let the fun begin. Laughing, playing, soaking in the summer wind. Forget about the deadlines, they like to wait. Today we're living it up, it's gonna be great.
Gosh, what happened to company picnic since that?
Yeah.
I've never seen a company picnic like funded that well to
I
put all
know.
that together.
I haven't either. We have one every year. They don't have slides and all that stuff.
That was cool.
Curtis,
Amazing
I
job.
worked for DTCC
Good job,
in
buddy.
Tampa,
Good
and we
job.
had a company picnic. Always went to what's the name of that farm? Anyway, that was always a fun time. They spent some pretty good money, but it wasn't like that.
well, I can guarantee you some of the parties we had in the Navy, like division parties and stuff, were never like that.
Oh no. Same thing, Air Force. It was not. You had beer bus. That was it.
Yeah. Now the Accenture Christmas party, that was always a blast. They spent a lot of money.
Hey, Bob, here you go. Here's a video of one of my last flights with the Tello.
Right out of the box.
Right out of the case. That's the way you do it.
That's it.
That's how long the battery lasted.
That's how long the battery lasted.
That's
Is,
right.
is that a short on YouTube, Peter?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. How many views does that have?
At least 36.
Thumbs up. Yeah.
I'll have a look. Where is it? Let's go find it now.
That's funny.
Usually something like that, you get thousands and thousands of views for no good reason.
You're welcome.
You know what, Dennis? You're right. We went to a local Oktoberfest here, and I just put on my phone just Oktoberfest, and I just went like that. 2,000 views on a 2-second Oktoberfest video on the short.
It's crazy. I made
Ridiculous.
just out of experiment. I'm opposed to shorts. I truly
Yeah,
am.
me too, yeah.
I'm really opposed to them. But Matt talked me into making some.
Yeah.
And just for experiment, I did it. And basically, one of them is just hand catching the Mini 4.
Yeah.
One of them is the Mini 4 taking off. Anyway, there are 4. Each one of those 4 has more than 2,000 views.
Yeah.
Each one of them has 170% or more watch time.
Yeah.
In other words, if you nobody watched it just once on average.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
all watch it more than once on average. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that one has got 1.9 thousand views, so almost
There you
2,000
go.
views.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
I just did that as an experiment too. I'm a person, but I put up about maybe half a dozen different. I just filmed this hello doing different things all around, and I just cut it up into 10-second pieces and put them all up there. And most of them got up around 2,000 views, 2,500 views.
Yeah. And if you had made some beautiful color graded, waterfalls, mountain scenery, whatever, you probably get what, 50, 75 views?
50. Yeah, that's right.
Well, how many times have you actually watched a short and then forget and it just continues replaying before you even think,
that's right.
I wonder if each view counts.
Well, that's why I'm opposed to shorts. It's because they'll take your mind away from you, and you're sitting there for hours, and you have to feel like it's been 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And your day's gone.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to get religious about it or anything, but I am opposed to them.
Yeah. Well, I think it exists because of TikTok.
Yeah.
What was that, Bob?
I put a link in there where Chris Hope was talking about channel locks. Did you see that?
No. You want me to share it?
Yeah, play that one. I don't know how to do all this sharing stuff. I ain't got into all this.
That's where you got to remember to use the correct tool for the correct job.
Exactly. He said that, I busted out laughing because, man, I don't know how many times the channel lock has saved the day.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching this, yeah.
That and crescent wrenches.
Exactly.
Right,
that's what Chris Hope said. Man, he said that, I just busted out laughing, and I said, for sure, you're right, buddy. You can save the world, he said.
Dennis, I put a short on of me scraping my windshield here in Arizona, and it got 2.5 thousand views, 2,500 views of just me scraping my windshield.
It's crazy.
Joe was getting ready to tell you, your brother Chris Hope's man's doing good.
You got these all. Matter of fact, you can probably just cut the wires and solder them together. Yeah, I got it.
Got it. Yeah, no, we'll take it off from the ESC.
That's a hefty pair of channel locks, too.
Man, this is more realistic. I'm telling you, if you got a pair of channel locks, you can save the world.
Right.
Channel locks and a crescent wrench.
I'm telling you.
There you go.
An 8-inch crescent wrench, not a 10 or 12.
There you go.
You become a good dentist with one of those too.
Some hope
that's the dentist that I want to go to.
Oh, anytime you go, anytime I visit Chris Hope or we go to these meetups, it's always hilarious because he is such a jovial guy.
He is.
Kind of like Bob Casey, Those two are so similar in nature. It's just amazing.
Birds of a feather.
Yep.
Chris Hope can work a crowd better than I can. I mean, because you notice when he was at Spin Up, he was here, he was over there. Rick Williams is the same way. He even took time out. I didn't know it, but Chris Hope got a 20-minute interview from Billy Tripp. And he's yet to post it. He said he might do it, but, I don't want to put no pressure on him. He's going to does it, but he got a 20-minute interview with Billy Tripp. I bet that was be pretty good because knowing Chris, he's going to ask some good questions, about how they came about, decades of work that the man's done,
Well, if the last Spin Up we were at, Chris Hope, there was a couple. We had to share the patio area with a couple that was getting married, and Chris Hope started a conversation with him, and he was over there for about an hour talking to these people. He is just, that's why he's so amazing. He's just so friendly,
Yeah, he's a
He
people
can talk
person
to
for sure.
anybody. The man can talk to anybody. Anybody.
He's a good dude.
Good dude. That's a fact. That is a fact.
I don't know if he's in the chats though. He's going to have to get himself a bigger hat.
His head's swelling, ain't it?
I haven't seen him in the chat, but if he's lurking, he's I hope he's smiling.
Yep.
I hope.
But overall, there are so many good people in the drone community. It's just amazing. It just amazes me.
Yeah. And Bob, you were saying about the meetups. I think that was one of the best things everybody decided to come up with was a drone meetup. I mean, everything's fine when you're talking to people in the chat or like this, but to actually get to meet face to face in person and press the flesh and big hugs, that reinforces the whole thing of drone community, man.
Yeah.
It was the same
way. So
way
many brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
What was that, Rodney?
It was the same way with Citizen Fan Radio. Does anybody ever remember that? They used to have what they called coffee breaks. And you'd go to coffee breaks and you would exchange cards and they give your call letters. Like mine was KMD 1135. You would hand out these call cards instead of now it's stickers, But people met from all over. My dad used to get up every morning and talk to Nova Scotia. Every morning on the side, man. Boom. Start talking to the guy, and that would be his morning conversation before he took off to work. Talk to a guy in Nova Scotia every morning. It was amazing. I look at this, and the thing about it was, back then before 911. I found my dad passed away at home. You didn't have 911 then. You literally had to dial a number to get help to you. I didn't know the number to dial for an ambulance or for a coroner's wagon. I just walked in there and clicked on my dad's 500-watt linear, keyed up a D104 gold mic through an Eagle Mark IV and keyed it up. And I said, I need some help out here. And boom, it happened. Same thing way it would be here in your own community. Look, I never would have expected this. Rodney, I thank you. I need to make this public. Thank you for doing this. Because at the time I was having troubles with the motion controller. And I called Rodney. I said, Bob, give me your address again. And it just didn't click. But I gave it to him. And it wasn't 2 days later. This was in the mail. And I thought, well, the drone's got to be changed the name now. It's called Roderick. Roderick. So it's stuck, and the Avada. Of course, I knew I kind of had a feeling who did that. I walked over to my truck, left it unlocked, but there was only like 9 of us there, pre-dawn, the crowd was there. And I knew it had to be only one of the few people that did it. And I found out. And I'm going to tell you something. Buckeye Drones, thank you. You're one kind-hearted human being. I have something for you. It's coming. I hope you see this, Rick, because I'm getting ready to send it to you. I got it done last night. It's the only way that I know to repay the favor, that was done to me. The generosity was given to me. Pissed me right here thinking about it, Dan. Look, Johnny sent me a set of filters. Johnny Dronefire sent me a set of filters from Air 3. I didn't have any. And then, because last year, remember Michael Wright? I wanted to mess with Michael Wright because Heron was giving away some filters. And he said, here, y'all fight over them. That I didn't go for, and I just backed off right then. I walked away from it. Well, Joe did a video on that. He's put it on it's on his channel. But, these guys, the generosity, the hearts of these guys in this drone community, it's genuine. Don't ever take this for granted, guys. All of you that's watching in this chat, don't take the drone community for granted, because it's the spontaneity of it that makes it hit your heart. When somebody just out of the goodness of their heart decides to give or forward or pass something on, and man, that's what makes the drone community one tight community. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care if you're a camera drone. I don't care if you're FPV. It doesn't matter. You're a remote control pilot. So,
that's
hey,
right.
enjoy this, man. I mean, because you only live once. Enjoy it. It's
Alex.
it's the best community ever.
You okay,
how
Alex?
would I reach over? No, it's this
How could
way.
you not get emotional over that?
I know.
Dennis, put that fist up. Ready? You got to get your direction right. Get your direction right. I'm going to pass it to you, and you pass it to him. Pow! The other
There we
way.
go.
The other way. The
Alex,
other way. Ready?
Alex.
Go. Now hit him.
Yeah.
Boom!
Rodney.
What?
Alex was fist bumping you.
Oh, come on, Peter.
This way. Oh, this way. There you
Oh
go.
my goodness.
Pass it on.
This one. There you go.
There we go.
That,
Boom!
Mike,
Oh,
Mike.
back down.
Oh.
There you go.
Boom!
Oh, mercy. now that okay, man, I tell you what, we've done a lot on this show today.
Rodney's wiping the tears from his eyes.
I have no
I
shame in
need to
that.
get off.
That's
Rodney,
right.
I gotta get off here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this one today too. But
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Bob, I'm so glad you came on. I hope you'll come on more often.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, kind of, sort of, Bob. Other than in the chat.
Kind of sort
You
of
two
good,
haven't
man.
met?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Gentlemen, oh, we're working on a CD.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Looking forward to it, Curtis.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you guys do any videos of your songs, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to debut them on here.
Yeah, I concede,
There
by
you
the
go.
way. It's all yours, Curtis.
All right, Rodney, I'm gone. Pete,
All right, Bob, you
Mike,
have a good day, brother.
You
Bob,
bet.
good to see
See
you.
you, brother
Bob.
Bob.
Good to
have a
talk
good
to you, buddy.
weekend.
So,
I'm
Brother
gonna
Bob?
head out too.
No.
so anyway, okay.
See you, Alex.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
Rodney, thanks for the invite. Good to see you all. Good to see everyone in the chat.
Alex,
And,
you have a good day, brother. You be
all
safe.
right.
See you later, Alex.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
Alex. Bye-bye.
I'm
Bye.
out to chat. Everybody in the chat. Nice to see you. Dennis, Peter, Rodney, everybody. We'll
Have a
talk
good
to you
one,
all
Mike.
later.
Peter, Rodney.
See you later.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Dennis, goodbye. Peter,
Thanks again for having me on, Rodney, and
you're welcome always. Always.
good evening to everyone or morning to everyone in chat. We shall catch you another time.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. I really do enjoy doing these shows. In fact, I think all of us on the panel enjoy it. I know the Sunrise Cruise appreciates all of you guys coming in and watching our sunrises every weekend. Getting up that early in the morning on the weekend is sometimes hard for people. I understand it, unless you have to work on the weekend, it's your time to sleep in, but we do appreciate it. And I speak for all of the Sunrise Cruise, both Saturdays and Sundays. Anyway, folks, don't forget tomorrow morning, Sunday Sunrise Crew, starting with Dennis, Drone Saki. Okay, Ron.
Oh, shoot. I thought you were still on. Looks like you're getting ready to sign off.
Yeah, I am, but you're here.
I was going to share something with you if you had 5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes. So stand by, folks.
I wanted to show you. See if I get the right one here. Nope, not that one. I believe this is the one. Yes, here's one of them. I'm trying to remember on StreamYard.
You go down to present.
That's right. Present, share screen, share screen.
Thank you, Dennis.
Why is there not enough? All right. A window. Entire screen. Oh, there we go. Okay.
You're welcome, Bob.
Yeah, I just got home. I had too much coffee this morning, so it's going to take a couple minutes for me to get tired and sleepy. But then now I'm trying to remember.
Okay, I'm going to take that off until you get it set up.
I've got the video set up. That's right. Present. Okay, I'm still showing stops. All right. Present, share screen, share screen. Chrome tab window, entire screen. Yeah, there we go. Entire screen. Okay. Set the cookies. Okay. So now, can you see it? Where it's a black.
Yeah, I see it. Can you make that full screen?
Yeah, yeah. This is one video I just wanted to show you from Alaska. Show you this real quick. I remember I told you about my friend Don.
Right.
I'll fast forward this, but this is where I left him. This is my final night there on the little island that I always go to on the evenings. Yeah, beautiful spot.
Oh man, look how clear that water is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I'm putting all kinds of clips together right now. You know, I always make a video of that trip every year.
Right.
But here, this is kind of fast forward a little bit. But the lodge is right around this corner on the left. But then here's yeah, that's a brown. Yeah, I can see that hump on the back. That's that brown bear that I had to spray the day before.
Oh.
Got a little bit too close. Yeah. When she walks up on this rock, take a look at her one paw, how big her claws are.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Now imagine that sneaking up on you 20 yards away. Yeah.
Crazy.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
Sorry.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message. I like that one.
Anyhow, yeah, I wanted to show you the bear. Then there's one more quick one. If I can find it real quick, I want to show you how close some of those whales got.
Dennis was asking where that was in Alaska.
Point Baker, Alaska, south of Petersburg. Here's another bear. I was flying the drone, didn't realize it was out there, and all of a sudden, like, oh shit, wait a minute, there's a bear right there in the water. So
It looked like he's looking at the drone.
yeah, he didn't like it.
So he must have been on the bank and started running because you could see where he was.
Yeah. But I'm trying to find the one whale video. Where in the devil is it? Oh, shoot. Here, I'll stop sharing. If I can't find it real quick, I don't want to hold you up. I could have swore. I just had it up on here. Where the devil did it go? You can see it last. Yeah, I can't seem to find it at the moment unless I airdrop it from my iPad. But I said I don't want to hold you up, Rodney.
Whoa. Well, Ron, if you're still listening, you didn't need to run off like that. I'm not in that big of a hurry. But anyway, I do appreciate you showing us those videos, brother. Anyway, folks, as I was saying, the Sunday Sunrise crew tomorrow will be Drone Psyche in New York, coming to me here in Virginia, moving on down to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, and then over to Chris Hope. Welcome back.
Everybody.
What did you do? Press the wrong button?
Yeah. Let me airdrop this one video. You got to see this, right? This is pretty incredible.
Okay. Well, hey.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you want, I can go ahead and end the stream, but me and you can still stay on here.
Oh, I'd like everybody to see it. If they
Okay.
can.
Well, that's fine.
Give me 1 second.
All right.
I'm going to airdrop this to my Mac.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I am going to take a couple of minute break. I'll be right back.
Okay. Wheel's going to come right underneath this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Wheel's going to come right underneath this. Oh, shit.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, I just found it. This is. What's that?
Oh, Chris Hope me. Oh goodness.
I love Brother Hope.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier on the show.
Yeah, here we go. Share screen. There we go. Now, let me know when you're ready. I hit share.
I'm ready once you get the video queued up. There you go.
Queued up. Here, this one here is the stingray that we caught. Just pretty cool.
Oh shit!
Oops, sorry for the bad words.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Why this is jumping?
Watch the.
Why is it jumping like that? Anyhow, but let me show you the whale. This is pretty cool. Let me see. Right. Ah, here we go. This one here is every time that you're going out across the bay, and if you see a giant gaggle of birds, you know that there's like a pod of herring or little feeder fish that they're attacking and trying to get. Well, usually within 30 seconds to a minute, you're going to see a whale. So I'm hauling butt across the bay, and all of a sudden I throw the throttle back, and my buddy goes, "Ron, what's the matter?" I'm like, "We're going to get a whale underneath us." And I hope I stopped in time. Well, here it was right in front of us. But watch how close this is.
Whale's going to come right underneath us. Oh shit!
Wow.
There's actually two of them.
Get your camera going, Ron. Got your 360 on?
Yep, it's on.
But then this one comes over, and then they sit up there, and they just sit up top and open up their mouth and catch all those little fish.
Sorry, I'm trying to avoid.
There you can see them right there, Rodney, right in the center.
Yeah.
See how they open up their mouth and just.
Those fish just swim right in, huh?
Yep, they do. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you that real quick. But you stop sharing. Oh, I lost you again. Damn it.
You
Oh,
did?
Nope, I thought I did.
Oh.
Anyway, I'll let you go. I just saw a whole group of people. I saw Bob Casey. I'm like, oh shoot, I haven't seen Bob.
Yeah, there's actually people coming back.
So, anyhow,
Chris, hope you have a good one, brother.
Well, have a good weekend, Rodney. And,
Well, you too, Ron, and you get to bed, dude.
Yeah, that was a long shift.
It was. I mean, we talked earlier, and that's why I was kind of surprised when I saw you come on. I figured
I'd have to do that sometimes. I drink too much coffee to drive home. Then I get home and like,
yeah, it happens to me too.
Yeah.
So,
anywho, we'll hopefully catch you another Saturday.
Absolutely, brother. Well, now that you're not traveling around to Alaska and all the places like that, maybe you'll have more time to.
Yeah.
Mela says that was worth the wait.
Oh. Yeah, wait till you see the video that comes out. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
The whole trip video is going to be good. But we'll have a nice weekend, and we will catch you soon.
All right, brother. You have a good one, and good night.
All right, good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, folks. This is finally it. Saturday morning or Sunday sunrise crew, starting with Drone Psyche in New York, coming to me here in Virginia, down to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, over to Chris Hope in Texas. And following Chris Hope, of course, will be Johnny, Drone Flyer, and Drones and Coffee. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our government. Pray for our military men and women deployed throughout the world. Pray that they'll come home safely. And pray for those of us that needs prayer. Anyway, folks, love y'all. Bye now.